Let's talk about toxic friends. I have a few toxic friends, or had a few toxic friends. I had friends that always in the victim mindset. I'm going to share a story with you real quick, something that I regret. I regretted for many, many months, if not longer than a year, about some friends who they had kids that was our kids' age. Our kids were best friends with their friends or with their kids. And we went on a lot of trips together. Our family vacations for 3 years straight was with this family. The problem became is they were very social. And they go out all the time. They're drinking. They're staying up till 2, 3 in the morning, having a good time. Well, it got worse slowly and slowly. And they were broke. They had no money because they spent all their money going out, buying beer, cigarettes, all the vices that they had. And I noticed they started constantly talking negative about people. There's always somebody else's fault. They're always a victim of some circumstance. And it got very toxic for us. I noticed my marriage got worse. I noticed I wasn't getting up, doing my morning routine. My vibration got really low. Every time they were around, I just got drained because for weeks and months straight, they'd be complaining about one circumstance they're a victim of and how so-and-so, they were dealt a better hand and they're just broke and they don't have money to pay the mortgage. And all these things, but they weren't doing anything about it. Then the husband started cheating on the wife, which, looking back, I see where he was at because the wife was so negative and so bitter and, just an alcoholic, but so was he. He started telling me stories about the wife and about his affairs, and I was supposed to keep that a secret. And now it started destroying me internally. And they were a lot of fun in the beginning, but it got very, very toxic towards the end. And finally, one night, I just broke down and I had enough, and I just started spewing all my secrets. I told them everything. I told them what I thought, and I told them the truth behind the affairs, and it's destroyed our friendship. We haven't spoken to him again. That was the last time we spoke to him. That was a year and a half ago. And the ripple effect was large. My kids didn't have those friends to hang out with, which one of them's a really good kid, so it was hard on me. It was really hard on my wife because she lost her, at the time, best friend, what we thought were best friends. Luckily, my wife realized that wasn't the case. They were using us for money, for someone to listen to all their issues they were having. So, but we missed them. We missed them. We missed that community. We missed having them over, having dinner, having our kids over, or having their kids over at our pool, and having barbecues and watching games together. There was a lot of things that we missed, but I tell you, it's probably one of the best things I've done for sure. And I think my wife and I, because our marriage is stronger, I'm stronger. I don't have to deal with this negativity constantly in my ear. No matter how much I try to help them, whether it's money or advice, they would just take, and didn't give anything. And we would go on vacations, and we paid for almost everything, other than their hotel. That's all they were paid for. We paid for almost everything else. We paid for all the dinners. We went to the beach. I paid for a boat. It was this constant one thing after another we paid for. But really, they use us as a way to vent their frustrations and tell us how evil people are, how bad people are, how they're the victim of their circumstance. And we'd listen and we'd nod our head, yeah, I know, that's terrible. But since then, my vibration has gotten higher and higher and higher. Yeah, I had to delete them off Facebook. I'm on Facebook for business purposes, but I sometimes scroll the news feed more than I should. Yeah, I see them with, this is a 4-day weekend. I'm sorry, a 3-day weekend. It was a 4-day weekend for me. They're out at the lake with all of our old friends that we used to hang out with. They're having a great time. Woke up this morning and saw pictures of them on a boat on a lake, and they always pose and have a great time. But I guarantee you, they're not having as good a time as what they're picturing in that picture, because they're going to be spewing negativity, probably about us. Normally that's what they do. They just talk bad about people and how terrible we are. But if you have toxic friends in your life, get rid of them. They're just dragging you down. You are the average of the people you hang out with. So the 5 closest people, you're the average of that. So if your friends are alcoholics, you're an alcoholic. If your friends are broke, you're broke. If your friends are having affairs, you're probably looking at having an affair. So get rid of the toxic friendships. Get rid of the toxic friends. If any of your friends are playing victim, they shouldn't be in your circle. Only the ones that have solutions and who are driving towards a career, goals, who have money, who have success, those are the people you need in your life. And if you don't have that at this time, don't worry about it. You don't need friends. Social life is not a requirement to being successful. So, but I'm very social. I need that in my life. We're social creatures. Okay, you can be social at work. You can be social as you're building a business. You can be social with your family. So I'm sure you have extended families that you can be social with. There's all kinds of ways to be social. You don't need these friends. You don't need to be going out to the bars 3 or 4 times a week. You don't need that. That is not a requirement. It's actually going above or going way too far with the whole social aspect of life. You don't need friends, I promise you. And once you start becoming successful, then you'll be attracting successful people to you. Then you can have that social life with successful people, and your vibrations will stay high. You won't be staying up until 1, 2 in the morning with these toxic friends. People say that, well, I'm just a night owl. I like staying up late. There is no discipline required for night owls. None. Discipline requires waking up early in the morning when people don't want to be up. That's where discipline comes from. You have to have discipline in your life if you're going to try to do the things you want to do, which is build a business, build a side hustle. So get rid of those friends. If you have to, go friendless for a year or 2. Go into hiding. Be a hermit. Be in the dark. Just pounding something out. Build something great. Don't worry about friends right now. Worry about building something great. Thanks for watching. Delta 5 Leadership.